Hey everyone, welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who feels that it is a betrayal that you would consider moving on to a new person, something that you should do or could do. This is somebody who feels like you have betrayed them because you are willing to get into a new connection or fall in love with someone new. So I do feel like we have a little bit of like jealous ex energy here. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Win Chan 10. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. That's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Let's see. Oh, and I should probably mention I'm recording this in advance. It turns out taking off a day each week is probably a good thing for people. So I'm recording this in advance so you still have something to watch on Saturday. You should be able to do a live chat with others that are watching at this time because I'll set it up as a premiere. But I won't be able to say hi to all of you lovely people, so forgive me for that. What else do we have, please? We've got Ascension and Alien. Somebody who is realizing that maybe they've been going about things the wrong way. They're listening to their intuition and letting go of this forbidden love, this connection that seemed like maybe it would be possible, but everything seemed to be fighting against it. I feel like this would be the jealous ex. So this could be for you or for your person. But there's someone who's very toxic, who has dealt with financial issues, and they're obsessing right now over the memories that you two shared, the things that they had hoped the two of you would be able to do together, and realizing that those dreams may be lost now if you've decided to move on with somebody else. This person's feeling threatened. They want to find an opportunity to talk to you because they feel like they don't have anywhere else to go. For some of you, this is a person who prioritizes you in their mind, but fails to do so in reality. What I mean by that is they put you on a bit of a pedestal, or they think about, when things are right, then I'm going to go back to that person. Or maybe even a little bit of like, what would so-and-so advise me to do if they were in this situation? But they're feeling like they don't have a lot of choices. They feel like they're really losing you. So this desire to talk is something that keeps coming up for them. They may not be able to avoid that urge for much longer. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. What else do we have, please? Knight of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Cups, Empress in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So we've got someone who was non-committal but fell in love. They didn't know how to express those emotions with the Empress in the reverse. And Nine of Cups, there was something here about really just being focused on what they want, what they feel, struggling to be compassionate towards your side of things, and just kind of like fumbling, right? I don't know how to talk to you about this. I don't know how to be vulnerable. I don't know how to trust. So thank you for, putting forth all of the effort that you have, but I don't have much that I can offer. This is someone who has learned things from their family regarding relationships that have been very toxic or not very helpful. So whoever I'm reading for, I feel like you have moved on. It wasn't easy. You were picturing the same things they were, right? Maybe you didn't know it, but you both were thinking about, what would this look like if we were together for like long term? What would this look like if we were, white picket fence, house, all that, right? Pets, kids. The thing is, they were really struggling to get to the point where they took action towards those things that they were dreaming about or wishing for. Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower, and Justice in the reverse. The thing is, it was easy or natural for them to hold back their emotions. They've seen a lot of other people be disloyal or untrustworthy in relationships. So it's not like it came to them naturally. So this could be someone who is non-committal, not just in the sense that they didn't know how to commit or get into a relationship, but in the sense that they were just not reliable. They were not like able to be there for you. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse could also indicate financial issues. This person struggled with multiple things that made you feel like maybe you would have to carry all the weight in the relationship. The more you thought about it, the more you realize, I don't know how this is going to work long term unless I do like everything. Maybe I've been looking towards the wrong future. Maybe I've been hoping for like the wrong situation. This is the Golden Lenormand. What else do we have? The tree and the stars. Oh, sorry, the moon. Realizing that if you want to be in a happy relationship, one that is not complicated with toxic behavioral patterns, that you need to work with somebody or be with somebody who's willing to work on themselves, right? Someone who doesn't expect you to do everything, somebody who is more open and vulnerable. It's like, yes, there were problems, there were obstacles in our way. It felt like a forbidden love. Maybe there were people who judged us, but like, it's like you didn't even try. Like, you could have done this, you could have talked to this person, you could have changed this, you could have applied for that job, but they didn't do anything. It's like, I don't blame you for getting frustrated with this person. How long did they expect you to wait? So we've got the Fox, which is number 14. This talks about reconnaissance, looking around, studying, taking in the surroundings. And then there's a message. So this is like you take a moment. You know what? Maybe I don't need to be as focused on this as I thought. Maybe I need to be open-minded, or maybe I just need to focus on myself for a little while. And then something else seems to come in for you, which makes sense because we have someone who feels like you're betraying them by pursuing someone new. So this stork is generally about good news, and I feel like that good news is a love offer that has already come in for you or is about to come in for you, and this person from your past gets, you know, a little uppity. They feel some type of way because they feel like, wait a second, but you're my soulmate. What are you doing over there pretending that you're that person's soulmate when I know you love me? But can I trust you? Loving is one thing, but if I can't trust you, that love doesn't mean shit. Damn it. Sorry. I try really hard to avoid YouTube content being mad at me. Forgot. All right, so we've got retreat and children. Your love life is being affected by children, and it's time to disconnect from the world. So I think that's what you did. You were like, you know what? I'll take a little time for myself, reassess the situation, figure out what I want and where I want to be and all of that good stuff. But I think you saw the writing on the wall or acknowledged that this was somebody who would probably struggle to approach love in a respectful way because they were not invested in a healing or making sure things went well between the two of you. It's like they expected you to clean up everything. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and Justice in the reverse. We just had Justice in the reverse. This person is feeling the loss of you quite heavily. Two of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So I think you're falling in love with someone new. I think there's this new person that enters your life who has good intentions, and they know how to communicate, and they see the value in your connection. So it's like whatever this person struggled with, this new person seems to be a little bit more capable of. Yeah. Queen of Cups. So you go from a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse partner to a Queen of Cups. Not to mention, not to get too focused on the gender though, because this could be anybody. It does not have to be a woman. But we're going from somebody who is not very reliable or faithful to somebody who is very loving. Four of Wands. But it's in the reverse. Instability. I mean, that makes sense because we're clarifying the Tower, which talks about sudden changes. This instability is for someone else. This is the person who's looking at you, loving someone else. Yeah, Lovers in the reverse. They feel like you have chosen someone else and they should have known better, because in their mind you come through as the Queen of Wands, somebody who attracts a lot of attention, or somebody who would be seen as, you know, a good match for many different people. They're feeling foolish. So we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Someone who has come clean or confessed that they messed up, that they shouldn't have done what they did, or that they were resisting what they wanted. So Five of Swords in the reverse, they want to make amends. This person comes back around basically saying, hey, I see that you're like with someone else or whatever, King of Pentacles, but I gotta tell you that I'm still thinking about you. I still want to be with you. I don't know why you would listen to this person, to be honest. Maybe like a casual stroke of the ego. I wouldn't listen to this person. Emperor in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Knave of Swords in the reverse, or Page of Swords in the reverse. They're gonna lie to you. They're not gonna tell you the truth. They're still toxic. We had that Poison card come out earlier because they are still toxic, and they're watching you ascend. They're watching you get all the good stuff in your life because you decided you were done waiting for somebody who's toxic. I'd say let them be upset. It is not your responsibility to take care of their emotions after they refuse to do what they needed to do. Like, sorry. That's how it goes sometimes. So we have player 2. Only one other gets the good controller during co-op with P1, and that's player 2. Their skills are evenly matched, but P2 specializes in party support and being the ultimate backup. Player 1 and player 2 are divine partners. This X, it doesn't matter how jealous they are, they're not going to be able to influence the situation. They're not going to be able to change the outcome. Wow. Then we have player 1 and leaderboard. This is saying you're the one who has control. You're the one who has the choice. You get the good controller. The console probably belongs to you. So you get to decide what the game is too. Just remember, you also assume responsibility if something goes wrong. Player 1 and player 2 are divine partners. I love that I got both of those cards for you. You have found somebody that genuinely matches up with your energy and wants to be good to you. With the leaderboard, this is saying y'all might be like a power couple. You're destined for good things. Making the leaderboard means you're now highly visible. People may be talking about your achievements and recent rise to success. It's healthy to celebrate our wins, so take a second to do so. You look really cool right now. So this is a positive way for you to move forward without having to feel like you're responsible for someone else's healing. And I say go for it. I'm very happy for you. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.